Hello and welcome. Today I'm thrilled to be interviewing Rozália. Rozália is the founder of Authentic Priestess, and she also is a Wellness and Colour Practitioner, a facilitator for women's circles, as well as an author for TYSH, the Yellow Straw Hat. Rozália's passion is assisting women in healing their inner child and finding their way home. So thank you all for tuning in to this interview with Rozália. And Rozália, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you, Jo. Thank you so much for having me. It's a real honor to be here and to be speaking with you and about colour.
Thank you. I've been following you for a while now, and I think anyone who is interested in the health and wellness energy work would probably know you best from your women's gathering and circles, and soon to be your book, TYSH, the Yellow Straw Hat. Can you give us a little brief peek of your book?
Of my book. Okay, well, it's actually a children's book, so I thought I would begin with that because it's a healing story, but it's for children and it's about joy and fun. But the truth of the story is it's my inner child story and my healing story, and it's called The Yellow Straw Hat. And I've got it just behind me there. I just launched it on the 26th of June. And as we know, yellow is within our chakras. It's in the center of our being, in our gut, and it's the part where is our creative side and who we are and everything like that. And as a younger person, of course, I didn't understand that because I was only a child. But as I grew up and I was given a hat and it was taken away from me, and it took 50 odd years plus for this to come back and to be returned to me. So in the book, it's a beautiful story of a little girl called Lucy, who's me. And she loves adventure, she's mischievous, she loves pets, and she has an amazing owl that she speaks to in the book. And a woman appears to her in the book in her dreams that takes her on beautiful journeys. But whenever she wakes, she is gone. So at the end of the story, maybe I shouldn't tell you how it ends, because that's the that's the exciting part. It's took a long time to bring it together, and it was like coming home to myself as the hat was returned to me in a metaphoric way. It's been a really long journey, but there was just this one little golden string that had to come back into my center to bring me home. And it was through this beautiful book that I created, and also the beautiful artist that I met on the way when it was time to release it, that just brought it to life, which was incredible. Her name is Lila.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting book.
Yeah.
So looking forward to reading it.
Thank you.
You've just shared us a little bit about your story.
Yes.
So the thing is, with that story you've just finished saying, how did your story with, the journey through colour and the chakras commence?
Oh, probably I believe I started to become aware of the chakras, and that I think because I am a little bit more mature, would have been probably in my late 20s when I started to do yoga. And it sort of went from there. And then I did art therapy. So we did beautiful journeys through art therapy where in each we did a really intense journey with each chakra, and an animal or bird or mammal came within that chakra as we journeyed through. And so that was sort of the beginning, and that would have been around when I was late 20s, in my 30s. And also through colour and through Aurosoma, that it's all about the chakras and all about colour. And it's funny that I've chosen yellow, because I was never comfortable with yellow until I healed my past and the inner child that's within.
Yes.
So
what would be one of your favourite quick techniques that you could align your chakras with?
aligning my chakras, I try and keep things really simple because I live a busy life. But it is more, you know, we can't always go out into the ground and stand on ground, but just really centering yourself and imagining tree roots going into the ground, and then through that just coming up right through your body and into your base, your sacral, your solar plexus, into your heart, your throat, your anya and your crown, and then tying it all up and embracing yourself so that you're protected. And also doing clearings with it. So you can keep it very simple. You can do it with sprays, but I find that really to have roots and being grounded is really, really important.
So why do you think the chakras have become more relevant with today's society?
Well, I feel that we are all becoming a lot more awake, a lot of us. And the chakras have been around for before time, really, haven't they? And because it's energy and it's out there, and you know, it goes, most probably we have a lot more than the 7 chakras that flow out into the ether. They are so relevant more today because the way the world is going, how fast it is, how everything is out of balance. So if we can align ourselves and bring in alignment into each chakra, into our being, then we can walk on, well, we can live a more healthy, more well-being life, so to speak. And it's not always easy, but it's practice. If you do just a small practice every day, even if it's 5 minutes to ground yourself and protect yourself and align yourself, that's a start.
Do you have any parting words that you can give to the audience?
My parting words is believe in yourself, trust yourself, believe and trust yourself, and don't ever forget your dream. And sometimes you have to action it, but don't ever forget your dream, because it may become true.
So true. So how can everyone stay in contact with you online and find more about you and what you do?
Okay, so my website is in the making. I have just rename my business name to Authentic Priestess. So it will be Authentic Priestess Rozália Brien, my webpage, but it's still out in the ether at the moment. But I also have a Facebook page called Authentic Priestess Rozália Brien, and also have a beautiful group, a women's group called Authentic Priestess Circle. And I'll be actually live on there tonight. And I also have a colour group as well that I run, which is Aurosoma, the language of colour. And that's where you can find me. But Authentic Priestess Rozália Brien, and my book is on there as well, or my website, when it'll be up in a week or so.
Well, thank you so much for being with us today. And if you'd like to hear more on what Rozália has to offer, stay tuned for the summit, which is on the 21st through to the 25th of July. So thank you, Rozália, for being with us here today.
Thank you, Jo. Thank you for having me.